You've been leading the Republicans in Olympia on energy and environment. The Democrat majority, led by Governor Inslee, has made significant changes to our state's energy economy. Can you explain what's happening and what people in our state might expect to see?
The Democrat majority has passed two very big policies on party line votes that have fundamentally transformed the energy economies of our state. The Clean Energy Transformation Act was passed in 2019, and the Climate Commitment Act passed the following year in 2020. And it's an economy-wide transition to a carbon-free future. And it includes everything in our economy, including our utilities, our manufacturing, our transportation, our buildings. Everything will be required to be decarbonized. And it applies a social cost. They attached a price on the social cost of carbon to everything in our economy. Those costs are put in place by a government structure called allowances. It's really Orwellian in scope. Those allowances have had their most recent auction. That auction has come in almost double the price on allowances is what is happening in California. So it's a significant increase in the cost of everything that you need to live a normal life. The cost of your home heating, the cost of your commute, everything will be impacted. The cost of your goods that you buy at the store. These policies have obvious environmental and social downsides that are not being considered. And it's a policy that will upend the economy of Washington State, and we're just seeing the beginnings of it.
What would you expect of a Republican approach to energy and environmental issues?
Well, the Republican approach would be entirely different. We've put proposals on the table that haven't had a hearing, but mostly we want to focus on the capacity of our environment to absorb and to be resilient. So the policies involve focusing on landscape scale projects that would revitalize our forests and rebuild our timber economies. It would allow us to develop more irrigated farmland because it's a great way to build the soil organic matter and sequester carbon, but it also protects our food supply. It's important to have a resilient irrigated agriculture, as this is our national security, and it provides food sources for people globally, and it stabilizes economies and communities across the world, including our own. We also are focusing on cleaning up the Puget Sound. When you have a situation where you have policies that have forced deep urbanization, there's significant negative impacts to the environment, and those impacts are real. Our policies focus on building more capacity and new innovation to filter out the wastewater that is flowing into the Puget Sound and degrading the ecology of the Puget Sound, and dealing with urban heat island and building more green buildings, building homes and housing that has access to the outdoors, even if it's on the 30th floor, by having balconies with trees and foliage and habitat for birds and other bees and other insects to really incorporate fresh air and a better quality of life for the residents living in the city. These are policies that are practical and affordable, but most importantly, they invigorate the free market economy, which is extraordinarily important if you want to have a successful, vibrant move forward into an environmental success, and that it will not upend or disrupt our economy in the ways that the policies that have been put into law today are going to do to our state and our nation.